17th. We spent the weekend and some in Cincinnati at Edgewater Streetcar Takeover. I thought I was prepared. I was, in fact, not prepared. We'd had what I thought was a camshaft spec issue. To rewind even farther, we'd been going really fast. The Bodie's race, another race at US 60. Car had been really consistent. Over 20 passes that were within inches of a PB. Several were PBs, obviously, but most of them were super consistent. We ended up. I wanted to chase after a little more horsepower, so I had a cam spec to put it in. Apparently, that cam, from the time that I had that cam, I put the cam in, to the time that I first did the trans brake test, my torque converter decided that some fins were going to separate themselves. Now, we know that after the fact. We didn't know that at the racetrack, so I changed cams Friday night at SCT. That part of that is the reason that I'm doing this. Josh wanted me to do kind of a roundup of everything that went on, give you guys some commentary, because I'm really bad at that. He'll walk up to me like, "Well, what are we doing right now?" And I'm like, "Josh, get away from me. I'm busy. I don't want to talk." I'm trying to do better about that. I have patience issues. I never pray for patience because I'm afraid God will give them to me, and you can't get patience without lots of hardship. I was not born with those. I've got a little more than I used to, but I do not want to ask for more. So anyway, we went up. We were going to test Thursday. We went out, and the thing would not get on the chip. It would not spool. Made some disastrous passes. Honest to God, it was actually pretty fast. Like, it's funny, our first pass off the trailer, they had the clocks on, and let out at the 8th mile. Didn't drop a chute, let out completely. Clicked it in neutral and still went 860 in the quarter. It's just crazy to me. Like, back, I remember being a front-wheel drive guy 15 years ago, and like that would have been nasty. Like, you know. Anyway, it was super cool to think about that blessing, and that kind of ties into everything else too. Shortly after, I spent the next 4 days complaining. And then as soon as I got home, Monday morning my workout, there was a sermon by John Lovell that absolutely convicted me of all my complaining. It basically was that God hates complainers, or he hates complaining. And I, that hit me really hard, that, I sit here and I look around, and I see all the things that I have, and all the tools, and all the supplies, and all the customers, and the health, and the breath, and all the things I have, and I can't help but feel like being at the racetrack with a cooler full of ribeye, and Fiji water, and a 40-some foot long trailer with 3 spare tires, and a diesel truck, and all these things. Like, I don't have a stacker. And I don't have even a pusher, but I have so much more than most. And to complain about, they changed the camshaft in the parking lot, bro, come on. And I feel like that's what God's up there. He's like, come on, man, I'm giving you all this stuff. You're not going to appreciate it. I'm just going to take it away. And I don't know that he wants to take it away. I'm assuming he doesn't. I'm assuming that he probably wants the best for me, but to teach me not to complain, he may very well do that. I've got a lot of good friends I get to talk to and encouraging me on my path to being more like Christ. And for the most part, I made a joke last night to a friend, John Capizzi, about how I feel like sometimes my hardships with the race cars are to keep me and him communicating. So we'll encourage each other in other ways too. And I was like, man, I really wish that God would just chill with that so I could PB a couple times, And it is funny, but it's the lessons are more important than the PBs. I've got all the time in the world, hopefully, to PB later. I also struggle with pride. We're at the racetrack, and last year at SCT, one of my transmissions had 300 shots on it and 300 passes, and I had freshened it up. We found out it was junk the first pass coming back from LS Fest. So I broke that, put the other trans in, and I misaligned the shifter and cost myself the rest of the weekend. So all of the people there, including my customers and potential customers, got to see me try to rebuild 2 transmissions in a parking lot. This year I changed it to cam, and we fought with the car the whole time. And so my ego and my pride gets hit. But that's a struggle for me. I'm just like everybody else. I don't want to look lowly in front of other people. I want to... I did, luckily enough, be convicted of my complaining about halfway through this weekend. But I mean, we spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at this racetrack and never got any really successful passes. I got lucky once. And the car went 480, dragging the converter. Like it was like putting a converter that's 5 steps too tight in the car. Car wouldn't get on the 2-step, left on low boost. The shift would drop was super big. The mile an hour was there, so that's cool. But I learned stuff, and I got to talk to a lot of people about race cars. I got to talk about business with a couple of really smart friends of mine. I got to talk about Jesus a whole bunch of times with people that I never would have expected to do that. The whole Charlie Kirk thing has kind of lit a fire for me a little bit. Not that I'm angry and want anybody hurting or anything like that. It's more of I'm not doing good enough. If I'm not doing so well, someone wants to kill me, I'm not doing a good job. So that is my current mindset. I'm letting a lot of people down on that front. I am actually, to lead into the other part of this video, Josh is going to cut this up some for me so that I can make my points, because I'm kind of, ADHD, way too much red 40 as a kid, right? Sorry. The shop is full.